Hello and welcome to all you Librans. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for July 2014. How are you doing, you Librans, with that Mars still in your first house? Now, with a very huge tempo going forwards. And so you still have Mars in your first house throughout the whole month. It's going to shift into your second house as from the 27th of the month. So the whole month will still be emphasis on you taking your responsibility and doing your new actions or new projects or whatever, a new relationship, a new project, a new job. Something has changed with you and you have initiated it yourself, which is very powerful, that because you don't wait until things come to you. So that is still going on for you. And with your ruler Venus is in Gemini, and as from the 19th of the month, it's going into your 10th house, which means that the second, so if you are single and you still want to meet someone, you can go abroad with Venus in the 9th house in Gemini there, up until the 19th. And maybe you're going to meet something, because Venus is love and the 9th house is abroad, so maybe could be the case. And then Venus shifts into your 10th house, which is work and which is very nice to have. Your ruler in the 10th house, it means that you are going to put on all your charms to improve your work situation. So maybe if you have a business of your own, it means that you will have the diplomacy, the charm to maybe gain a bit more clients. And people will see you as very Venusian, you know, whatever you do for a job, they will see, oh, she's very intriguing, or how do you say that? She's very charming, she's very lovely. And if you work with clients, you know, they have to like you, otherwise they are not going to order anything of what you sell. But it can also mean that if you have been wanting promotion for quite a while, it's a good time now. It's a very good time to ask for that promotion, because you can say to your boss, look, I have been doing this and that, and I have been improving on this and that. So you can do it in a very charming way that they probably will not be able to refuse. So go for it. And if you are looking for a job, maybe you and you don't know really well what to look for, maybe you can look for a job that has to do with more Venusian subjects. So maybe, could be anything, you know, could be from anything that has to do with beauty, and anything that has to do with pleasing others. Anything that has to do with, and pleasing others, I mean, you can try to make other people nice and more beautiful, like a beauty specialist, or like someone who shops for you. You are the shopper for someone else. Anything that has to do with balance as well. So maybe diplomacy. Maybe you should look for a job that has to do a bit more with diplomacy, because you know, in a way, you are already good at that. In being a Libra. Now, this is very favorable for anything that has to do with work, with Venus in your 10th house. It can also mean that you get along better with your boss, but just make sure you don't get along too well. But, well, sometimes why not? If you're both wanting that, you're both single, why not? A bit of romance in the office could be the case as well. Now, what else is happening? So I talked about the Jupiter, talked about Venus, talked about Mars. Now, just I need to talk about Mercury. Mercury is going direct again, as from the 2nd of the month. So it's been in, it will be in Gemini, at the end of Gemini, also that 9th house. And then also shift into your 10th house as from the 14th. So quite a bit of emphasis on work and being able to improve your work and being able to do something that you like and that you enjoy more. So if that is the case with you, take that opportunity to do so. And What else is there? I think that's the most important thing for you Librans. Try to enjoy this Jupiter. Oh yes, the Jupiter. I didn't talk about Jupiter. I talk so much with these videos that I didn't talk about the most important thing, which is Jupiter, that is shifting signs as from it's shifting signs as from the 17th. So, and you're really going to like that, you Librans, because Libra and Leo, because Jupiter is going to shift into Leo, that's a good match, because it's quite fun actually, the combination of Leo and Libra. The Jupiter is going to move into your 11th house, which is also a very fun house. Jupiter joys in the 11th house, which means that Jupiter is feeling very good there in the 11th house. So it has been for a year or so in your 10th house. So this means that the Librans last year, up until now, the middle of the month July, they had some opportunities when it comes to work. And they still have, up until the 16th to 17th of the month. So there has been some more meaning with work, some more expansion, and you have you've really done the efforts there. And now Jupiter is going to shift in a very playful house, which is the 11th house, in Leo, which is all about the heart, and it's all about your unique selfness. Now, what is the 11th house? The 11th house is a communicative house. It's a social house. It's therefore the house of friends. So it could mean that you are going to attract new kind of friends, Jupiterian kind of friends that you can benefit from. Not that you say I'm an opportunist, but you know, who can help you maybe with your career, who can give you a bit of a boost there. You can gain from their knowledge, very knowledgeable people that you are going to attract not only in July but for the next year. So that's really, really good. And it's also good if you have your own business to network, because the 11th house is connected with networking, with not only with internet, social media, all of that, advertising. This is favored with Jupiter there in the 11th house. And also Jupiter in the 11th house gives expansion when it comes to your ideas, when it comes to getting together with like-minded people and doing something together to gain more meaning. So, but I think most in general for Librans, it'll mean that they are, especially for those Librans who had a rough time, and with that Mars going there in that first house, and you know, trying to start something new and not being sure about where it's heading at, they are now starting to have some hope, because the 11th house is the house of hope. It's the house of aspirations, it's the house of intentions, so you can have some good intentions there for the future. It's a very future related house, so it's a good moment this upcoming year to really think about your intentions, your good intentions, to really think about the future and being very positive about your future. And that attitude will help you to gain and to manifest a better future. So it starts with the ideas, it starts with the attitudes, of course. And that is something really important. The 11th house is very underestimated. If something's happening in the 11th house, it's like, you know, it's something good happening there. It's opportunity, especially with Jupiter, the planet of opportunity, in the house of opportunity. That's why it joys in the 11th house. So having the positive attitude is very important for you. So if you've been someone who's been a bit down, or someone who's been a bit, you know, in your thoughts, a bit, you know, not seeing the future in a very expansive way, it is time to change that. And it starts with yourself, with how you look upon things. So that's for July. Wishing you a good month, you lovely Librans. If you want a reading, get in touch. All the information you find below, and see you next month. Bye bye.